What's going on, everybody? This is Renegade #1, aka the Feminist Killer, hashtag Logitorian. I'm just going to go ahead and say this. Stop voting. Don't take politics serious. For all of you watching right now, whenever you watch the video, wherever you watch it, if anybody tells you, hey, you need to vote, man, you need to make change. You know deep down that those people, they're naive. They are hooked into the mindset of optimism and change and being positive and shit. That's blue pill thinking. You black pill, you accept things for what they are. You're not being negative. You understand human nature. You know that you're just being patronized. You're being told all of these things just to calm you down. You're being pacified. That's the thing. I think when a person tells you, oh, you need to vote and do all that, it's like think about it like this. We as humans, we've been voting all our lives for the last 300 years or some shit. Maybe, you know what? All our lives. You know? What has come about? What has come about? The only thing you're doing when you vote is you're voting for another person to be controlled under your ideology. And the other person is voting for you to be controlled under their ideology. Bottom line is you're going to live under somebody else's rule, which is still following authority, which is still slavery, which is still being ruled by another person. Think about it. You being the minority, us being the minority group of the world, and us seeing things for what they actually are, not what we want them to be. I'll say that again. As a black pillar, you see the world for what it is, not for what you want it to be. Take off the lens, see it for what it actually is, and adjust yourself to the truth. Don't adjust the truth to you. Most people, they see the truth and they try to warp it into their understanding, into how it makes them feel good. For me, I don't do that. And that's why most people don't like me. You know, they shy away. They say he's too negative, but it's a misconception. That's all it is. But just don't vote, man. Because really, you're voting for someone else to control you, or for someone else to control you, or you control somebody else. It's never an individual freedom. That's one thing you've been lied to about. There's never been individual freedom. Okay? Everything that you're told on a mass scale is a lie. It's all politics. It's all say the right thing. Say this, even though it's not true. That's how politicians are. News anchors, those are politicians. Think about it. They're programmed, they're trained to speak in an adequate, appropriate manner, and they're to stare inside of a camera lens and read the words. They're just reading words. They're reading what somebody else wrote and what somebody else observed. And you, being the viewer, you're taking everything for what it is. You're just soaking it all up and you're being gullible. That's one thing you cannot do, is be gullible. Don't be a gullible person. A gullible mind is an ignorant mind. Shit, if you're going to listen to everybody and take in everybody's advice and say, oh, this is true, this is true, this is true, this is true, you're already gone. You got to decide that there's more deceiver. You got to realize there's more people who are trying to deceive you than to give you the raw information. I'm giving you the raw information. And the raw information is never going to be presented on a mass scale because they don't want the people to tear them down. They don't want the people to bombard them, bum rush them. It's kind of like a hustler. A hustler wants you to come back to him every time. A hustler doesn't want you to a hustler will not let you know that you're being hustled. He knows how to be sleazy. He knows how to be deceptive. And that's what politicians are. They're going to tell you a bunch of bullshit. Oh, I'm gonna make changes. I'm gonna do things that's never been done before. That's never been done before. I'm gonna bring this, do this, and trust me, we gotta have more faith in the system. Blah blah blah. All that bullshit. Those are tricks to get gullible people. And unfortunately, we got a lot of low IQ people, a lot of people who refuse to read, refuse to actually use proper judgment. And that's the unfortunate part about it is there will never be peace. There will never be a logical mutual understanding because everybody believes that their way is better. Every People are stuck in their perception that they didn't actually see. They were given that perception. When you're born into this world, you are given a perception. Your perception is molded by what people want you to believe. You understand? So it's kind of like back to the hustler thing. Politicians are going to tell you to believe them with anything. And then at the same time, they're stabbing you in the fucking back or they got their hands in your wallet. Taxes. So it's like, understand the game that's being played. Understand the semantics. They use certain words, like I was telling the brother on the phone recently. Words are very powerful. They will hide the ugly truth behind all these pretty words that sound good. They make it sound positive. They make you want to vote. They make you want to do that shit. But in reality, you're fueling your own slavery. When you vote, you are voting for your own slavery. That's practically what you're doing. You're pouring gasoline on yourself and you don't even fucking know it. And that's why I say stop feeding the beast and let the beast starve itself so it can die. And what I'm saying is, we as a collective, we have to stop voting. Stop voting for your mayor. Stop voting for your governor. Stop voting for the president. That shit don't work. We moved on. Those white people, I'm gonna be honest, those prejudiced white people and all those conformists, all those robotic people, they're going to do what they're gonna do. They are. It's gonna be bloodshed regardless. There's always gonna be war. Period. And that's just how it is. There's gonna be someone saying, "Hey, look at this dude. I disagree with him. I don't like him. What he said was wrong." But guess what? The truth is what the truth is, and I hate when people try to water it down. I'm just a messenger. How you respond to the truth is on you. You can't blame a person for telling the truth. It's you that can't handle the truth. You're not the victim. You understand? So if you can't handle the message, then you want to be blue pilled. That's what that means. If you cannot handle hardcore, raw truth, you're still stuck. And you need to sit your ass down and figure something out. Do I really want the truth or do I want to be comfortable? If you want to be comfortable, be stuck in that maze. Be told what to do. Be lied to. Have your money stolen from you. Be a slave. Just be continuously being ignorant. I think you should have an awakening moment in your life. Those who have read the books that I've assigned to you guys, you're gaining knowledge, you're actually understanding. You should be like, "Oh, absolutely, Renegade. This shit is bullshit." Automatically. And I openly say this. You will be surprised how many people, older, younger, whatever, just don't know. No matter how much logic you present in front of them, they always resort back to their initial given perception. And that's because they go with what's familiar. They're stuck. And this takes me to my next thing. We're constantly being programmed with all of this socialism bullshit, SJW shit. We're currently being programmed. It's all on TV shows. It's all in the sports. It's everywhere. Because this is the agenda. Be aware of the agenda. If somebody walked up to you right now, would you be comfortable with saying, I don't agree with women being equal to men? I think men should be ruling over women. I don't think we should be doing this affirmative action, just discriminating on gays, lesbians, and women just because we feel like they're not getting a fair shot. Can you say that I'm not for affirmative action and be okay with that? Can you handle that? Can you handle the social pressure of a bunch of snowflakes who are sensitive to reality coming at you? Because that's how it should feel when you are black pilled. You got everything on your shoulders, but that makes you stronger. You can either be a fucking coward and conform to this corrupt, bitch made ass society, or you can be a fucking man and say, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going to do what's right, and I don't give a fuck who says anything, who stands in my way. They're getting ran the fuck over. And that's the mentality that you have to have. You know, you got to have the mentality of a Kobe Bryant who recently passed away. And, you know, to all the 7 people who died along with him and his daughter and shit, that's a sad story. But, you know, ultimately, you want to adapt the Black Mamba mentality. You need to understand that most of these people around you will keep you ignorant. They want to keep you deceived. That's the goal, to keep you deceived. As a politician, I get paid for this shit. Think about that. They're not going to tell you that. If you depend on people to tell you the raw truth, you're already fucked. All of this mainstream bullshit, that's all smoke to keep you blinded, to keep your vision blurry. Remove the lens. Keep yourself from being keep yourself from being blinded, man. A lot of you guys are hooked on your iPhones, your Android, whatever phone you got every day, and you're being brainwashed, you're being programmed, and you don't even fucking know it. Develop self-awareness. Once you lose your self-awareness, you're already gone. Keep your self-awareness. Keep your commitment. Change yourself every day from here on out, man. And as you know, me as a millennial, I'm shedding a generational curse because I think we as millennials as whole, we think progression is good. We think shedding the old is good. That we have the mentality that new is better. Or in everything. We're so naive to things, including myself sometimes. And so I think that's the mentality that we don't want to have. In this particular case, old values kept us grounded, but now being a moral person is considered immoral. It's considered offensive because it's the truth. You know? So let these weaklings continue to follow that shit. Don't allow nobody to convince you that this world is going to get better. It's not going to get better. The moment you realize that, the more you will be at peace, the more you'll be able to work on yourself. Continue to seek knowledge. Continue to do it. And as far as books to read, I don't really have any right now, but I probably might post some in the description box. So you guys just stay tuned for that. And like I said, man, continue reading the books that I assigned to you. If you're already done with them, good job. And like I said, if you got some books for me, you can put them in the comment section as well. If you wish to talk to me, I think you could check my other videos. I think my number should be in there. If you want my number and you want to call and, you know, chat with me and actually create a closer bond, you can do that as well. But yeah, man, keep yourself from being deceived. Keep yourself from being a fool. Remember, a gullible mind is an ignorant mind. So don't believe everything that you're being told. And you shouldn't fear nobody. Don't fear adversity. Continue to grow. Continue to not stay complacent or satisfied. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to drop this video. And yeah, this is Renegade #1. Like the video, share, subscribe. Peace.